In this playlist, we will be learning about the data type questions. If you want to create ATS friendly resume, you can watch my this video. You will get the idea of how to create the ATS friendly resume so that you can be shortlisted in the screening round. So without wasting time, let's start our first question. The first question says that the add two integer number. It is a very simple programming questions. We will be learning all the concepts step by step. So without wasting time, let's proceed. We have to open one tab and type here Java compiler. Just click on enter, click on the first link, and after clicking that, just drag the tab so that we can visibly look questions and the solution as well. Now let's have a look here. The first question is add two integer number. The question says that the input format should be one line contains m, the other line contains n. The output format should be the sum of m and n. Sample input is 5 and 10, so the sample out should be 15. It means that there is a simple arithmetic addition. So without wasting time, let's code it. For coding, we just need this Java compiler. So the first thing is we should write class. So class and class name, that is nothing but add two integers, and we will give a curly bracket, open and close. Now again we have to write the method here, that is public static void main and string and arguments. So you don't use much of your brain, only the thing is you just remember this syntax. We will be learning about this in a further videos. For now, for DSA questions, you just remember this is for every code and this class should be everywhere, and the method is always enclosed inside the class. Now to take the input from the user, you have to create a scanner object. So scanner sc equal to new scanner system dot in. Now the class of the scanner should not be created because it is already being created by some of the developer, so we will import that class. So how you will import, you just write import java dot util dot scanner. Now what it will do is it will import the scanner class from java dot util package, which is created by some of the advanced developer. So you only have to create the object of this scanner class which is inside the java dot util package. I hope you understand. So after that, and let me tell you, this scanner sc is equal to new scanner system.in is always there when you have to take the input from the user. So what input you have to take from the user? So let me tell you, the first input you have to take from the user is int yum equal to sc dot next int, close it, again int n equal to sc dot next int. Now you just create one more variable, that is int a, and add both the values like this. Now what does it mean? It means that you are putting the value of m and n to a and adding both of them. Now just simply print that a value, that is system.out.println and a. Let me tell you that while printing, this syntax will be same, and only which value you have to print, that should be added here. Now I hope you have the knowledge of how to create a basic Java coding. So let's execute this. When executing, now it is asking you for the value. We have to write first value as the given format, or you can write any of the value. So you just write 2 the next value you just write 3, and boom, your output is 5. So our first code successfully executed. Now let's understand the second question, which is similar to first question, that is add three integers number. Now input format is first line should contains the integer m, second line should contains integer n, and third line should contain the integer p. When you look the output format, the format is print the sum of the integer m, n and p, means m plus n plus p. Let's look the sample input, that is 10, 15 and 5, means 10 plus 15, 25, 25 plus 5, 30. So without wasting time, let's code it. So let's open the Java compiler and now start typing. So the class name should be the class, and class name should be 3 integer number. You can give a camel case or snake case as you like. Now after that you create a method here, that is public static void main string args. As I have told you, this is the standard format and remains the same. So without using much of your mind, just remember this for now. I will teach you what is public keyword, static keyword, void keyword, main keyword, and what is this class, where it comes from, all in the Java series. Now after that you create an object for the scanner class. So scanner sc equal to new scanner system.in. Let me tell you once again that if you don't create an object, what is this object? If you don't create this object, means that you cannot take the input from the user. So where is the code of the object, or where is the code to take the input of the user? This is just an object. The programmer has already created the taking input code from the user. So we just import it, import java.util.scanner. What does it mean? It means that the code is already there in the package name java.util, and we are just getting that class from the scanner class. The code of the scanner is already been created by some advanced user. Now when we go down, we have to write int yum. Why I write int yum is, as the question says, the first line should be yum. So we get the input from the user, that is next int. I will also explain you why you have written here int. It means that if the variable is of the type whole number, then you have to use int. If the decimal number is there, you have to write float or double. We will be discussing that in upcoming videos with the more detail. Now what you have to write here is, you have to write int n equal to sc dot next int. Again we are getting the value of n from the user. Again you have to write int p equal to sc dot next int. It will take the value of p from the user. Now we have value of m and p from the user, so we will add the value. We will create a variable, that is a, and now we will add all the values that we got. After getting the value, we simply print that system.out.println and a. After printing, we will get the value of a. So let's run. User give the first input, that is 10, which is taken by yum. So we click enter. Now for the n, we will give the value 15. So 15 is taken by this n. Now after that we insert a value 5. This 5 is taken by p, and a calculated all the value and added and stored in it. So after printing this a value, we will get the output 30 as expected. 10 plus 15 plus 5, 30. I hope you understand. Now let's remove this and proceed for the next question. The next question says that product of three integer numbers. So it is also quite simple. We again open the same compiler and start writing the code. Before writing, let's understand what the question is saying. So the question says that product of three integer number. The input is first line should contains a single integer a, second line contains single integer b, and the third line contains the single integer c. The output format is a, b and c. It is also similar to the previous question. The only difference is we have to calculate the product of all these three integers. Integers means, my friend, it is nothing but the whole number or the number without the decimal. If you didn't understand why you use integer, float or double or similar data types, you can refer to my previous video. I have shown you the full concepts and revision and which term you have to remember in the previous video. So let's continue with this question, that is what will be the output format, that is a, b and c, and we just have to multiply this and that's it. So let's code this also. We will create a class and three product of of 3. Now we create an object for this. Before creating a scanner object, you have to create a method inside this. So method is public static void main and string arguments. It is always same, my friend. So you just by heart this for now. Now you have to write a scanner object. Scanner sc equal to new scanner system dot in. And now why this object is created means when a user makes some input, then it's the input should be accepted. That exception of this input is done by the scanner class. The validation or taking the input is done by the scanner object. So where is the code of the scanner? The developer has already created the code of this scanner. We just import this. So how you will import the code? Just write import java.util.scanner, and the code of this scanner is imported. Now it is inside the java.util, and inside the java.util there is a class called scanner, and that class is imported. Now you created the object of that. It means that whatever the functionality of scanner is there is already been imported. Now you just take the three values, that is a, b and c. So int a equal to sc dot next int. Please look the format carefully. This is sc is nothing but a reference of this object, so that we can take the value which is imported from the user input and store it into the variable a. Similarly, we will create a variable b and store the user input value that is being inserted. Now similarly, we will create a variable c and import the value of the user. Now after that, the question says it should be multiplied. So for multiplication, we will create a variable named z, and we can create any variable. For now I have created the variable named z, and we will write the variable a, b and c, and we perform a multiplication here. Now after this, write a semicolon and just print the statement, that is system.out.println and z. Now I hope you understand the format of the Java coding. Now let's run this. After running, it will ask you to insert a value of a. So to insert the value, we will put, for example, 10. The next value is 2. The third value should be 4. So the output is 80. If you calculate this, 10 into 2, 20, 20 into 4, 80. The output is correct. So we have performed the third question, that is product of three integer number. Now let's proceed to the next question. The next question says write a program for sum combinations. The input format is the first line should contains the integer a, the second line should contains the integer b, and the third line should contains the integer c. The output format should be a plus b, a plus c and b plus c. Let's have a look on the constant now. It says that a should be greater than 0, b also and c also, all of them should be greater than 0 and less than 1000. So the input is 2, 3, 4. The output is 5, 6, 7. So what does it mean? 2 plus 3 is 5, 2 plus 4 is the 6, and 3 plus 4 is the 7. So now let's code this. Fourth question. For that, we again open the compiler and we will write a class here, that is class sum combination, and we'll write a curly bracket here. Again, we will write a method here, that is public static void main string and arguments. After that, we will write here the scanner object, that is scanner scanner sc equal to new scanner system dot in. After that, we will give a semicolon. Now you already know that why this scanner object is created. This scanner object is created to take the input from the user. Now once you create an object, you have to write a code, but we will not be writing a code for the scanner. We will import the code of the scanner because it is already been written. So we will import that code. Import java dot util dot scanner, like this. Now you just have to take the value from the user. So int a equal to sc dot next int. Similarly, int b equal to sc dot next int. Similarly, int c equal to sc dot next int. So now when you go down, the question says that write a program for the sum of combination. So this time we have to make a sum combination. So for that, the question says a plus b, a plus c, and b plus c. So we simply go in the question and we will create three variables, that is x, and we'll write a plus b, int y equal to a plus c, and int z equal to b plus c, and we will simply print that, that is system.out.println, and it remains same. And what does a print means it will print on the same line. If you write println, it will print vertically. If you don't write ln, it will print horizontally. So we wrote here println x. Again we will copy this same and we'll paste this. Again we'll paste this and we'll write x, y, and z here. Now when you execute this, it will ask you for the three values, that is a, b, and c. So you will put the values 2, 3, and 4. The output is 5, 6, 7 as given here. 5, 6, 7. So our code is successfully executed. The next question is calculate the circle circumference. Now friends, we are dealing with the integer in the above questions. We are going to learn about the float here. Now the question says calculate the circle circumference. So we again have to open the compiler, remove the previous code, and start coding. So for this, what does the question says? The question says write a program to calculate the circumference of the circle using the formula c equal to 2 pi r, where pi equal to 3.14159. Input format is radius only, right? Output format should be 4 decimal places after the integer value. Now it says that if the 5 is the input, the output should be 31.4159. Now there are only 4 decimal places and nothing more than that. So how can we achieve this thing? We will learn in this code. So without wasting time, let's start coding. For that, let's open the Java compiler, and then we will write here one class name, that is class and circle circumference. We'll write here one method, that is public static void main string args. This main method is always inside the main class. Now after that, you have to take the r as the input. So int radius equal to sc dot next int. Before this we have to create a scanner object so that you can take the radius value. So for that we create a scanner sc equal to new scanner and system dot in. Now after creating the object we have to import the class of the scanner. So for that import java.util.scanner. We are importing the scanner class from the package util. Now after this we will import the value, that is we will take the pi as it is, that is int pi equal to the value given here, that is 3.14159, and we give the semicolon here, we remove the e here. Now the pi cannot be the int here. Why I am telling you is because this is a decimal value. So for the decimal value the data type should be float. If you write float then you have to give here f. So if you write here double you don't have to give anything there, so we'll prefer to write double here. Now after that you will have to calculate the radius formula. So the circumference equal to 2 pi r. So 2 into pi into radius. The thing is that the circumference is not the integer value but it is also a decimal value after the calculation. So instead of int you will write double here. Now we have calculated it successfully, but the problem is when you calculated the circumference you will get 9 decimal places after the integer value. So you only need a 4 decimal places after the integer. So for that you need to write string str equal to, and you have to give a format that is like this, and you have to give here %.4f. This %.4f will calculate only the 4 decimal places, and you have to write here circumference like this. Now after that you need to make it understand what you are going to do. So you should tell this is the string dot format. The string format should be like this, that is 4.f after the place value. Now you just need to print this string now str. So system dot out dot print and str. After you run this code you will get the blank. Now you put the radius value that is given here. So the radius value is 5, so we will write here 5. After putting the 5 you just have to execute it. So just press enter and the answer is 31.4159, 31.4159, which is the exact answer, and our code executed successfully. So friends, this is the very basic steps of our coding. I hope you understand some of the concepts. In an upcoming video we are going to learn all the concepts step by step so that there will be a clarity about DSA in your mind. I hope you like this video. If you like, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.